Okay, I'll start now. Yesterday we have discussed till Niti 33. Today we'll start from Niti. Yesterday we talked till Niti 32. Now we'll start with Niti 33. From now on, there will be a few verses which talk about the nature of the woman. We will try to understand. It goes like this. स्त्रीणां द्विगुण आहारः प्रज्ञा चैव चतुर्गुणा षड्गुणे व्यसन षड्गुणे षड्गुणो व्यवसायश्च कामश्चष्टगुणः स्मृतः. Once again, स्त्रीणां द्विगुण आहारः प्रज्ञा चैव चतुर्गुणा षड्गुणो व्यवसायश्च कामश्चाष्टगुणः स्मृतः. It is talking about women's capacities compared to the men. So it is saying that a woman's appetite is twice that of a man. Her intelligence is 4 times. Her enterprise is 6 times, and her desire is said to be 8 times. This is the Niti that we find in Chanakya Niti also. So there also it is being said like this. So women are said to be very high in, like, as we can see here, it is twice, appetite is twice, intelligence is 4 times. 4 times intelligence is uh, something we cannot even imagine. I mean, we can imagine, but they will be dealing or thinking, and their actions will be happening at a different plane only altogether. Uh, so yeah, that's why we can see that women can do multiple things, and that shows that they are able to clearly present their minds at different places without losing the focus on the other one. Multitasking is one thing that we see in women, which shows that intelligence. And when it comes to desire is said to be 8 times. Even though it is said to be like that, I think for that same reason only there are so many restrictions being kept for women, because uh, if they are also said to be one who are like free like a river, swachhanda. They don't obey, or they can't be brought under control by force or by gifts or anything. So that's why I from my understanding, I see it as the masculine, not masculine, the world of men, the patriarchy thing that comes in, or is there because maybe they saw woman as someone uh, with so much of power and without any control, something that can't be controlled. This is something, again, women only have to speak about it and have to think about it. But this is what the Niti says. Okay, so as per the verse, all this ability to do multiple things, it represents enterprise. Vyavasaya is the ability to kind of work. Industriousness, yeah, this is the right term. So again, women have more femininity in them. However, the energies of masculine and feminine, they are present in both men and women. Both at times can express both the qualities. So men also can have a lot of feminine energy and femininity in them, even though they are men. And women also may possess the masculine energy, like express more masculine energy, even though they are women. That is also possible. So one way to understand it is generic for everyone, for all women, we can say. And another way is the feminine in a person or the masculine in a person, in comparison to each other, they possess this much of ability. That way we can say. So this is an energy audit, something like a personal analysis. Hmm, you can answer if you want, Kumarji or Yaminiji. So about your appetite for new life experiences and learning, it's not about hunger. So how strong is your appetite for new life experiences and learning? How open you are for that, or
Five.
how? Five. Okay. How much do you rely on your practical wisdom and intuition? The opposite of relying on other person's words, or relying on something that is being said in books or on Instagram or somewhere, on your own. How independent are you?
Four.
How high is your determination and drive to achieve goals? This is about
Four
inner strength.
again.
Oh, okay. How would you rate the strength of your passions and ambitions? Yeah.
I would say four again.
Four. Okay. Okay. It shows a passionate, intelligent, and driven individual with great capacity for life. Means there is so much of expression of feminine, we can say, when such qualities are shown very highly. Because the masculine thing is, when we see masculine generally in Indian philosophy, we see it as the tattva of Shiva, and when we say feminine, we see it as the tattva of Shakti. The Shiva's ability or the Shiva's thing is to hold, not to uh, drive or not to act as such, but to hold and be stable kind of thing. And all that creation and everything that happens in the world, all the creative things, it all happens because of the feminine energy, which is Shakti, based on the three gunas, the sattva, rajas, tamas, and the various levels of those gunas only drive desires or the ability to create all that things. Okay, you can use this energy map to understand your own dominant energies and energies that you might want to cultivate, and then you can act on them and do such auditing once in a while so that you know how you're doing. Okay, the next one. Mhm. न स्वप्नेन जयेन्निद्रां न कामेन स्त्रियं जयेत् न चेन्धन न चेन्धनैर्जयेत् वह्निं न मद्येन तृषां जयेत्. So what can't be conquered by what? That's what it talks about. Sleep is not conquered by sleep. This is something that can help people who find difficulty in waking up early or staying up once they wake up. They can have this as a reminder that even if they sleep again, it won't conquer or it won't help them to uh, fulfill that sleep. By sleeping, one cannot complete conquer the sleep. It is only through activity one can conquer the sleep. A woman is not won by lustful acts. Through karma, woman can't be won over. This is something men can take as a lesson. So in world also we see people trying to pursue women through lustful acts. They think that will attract them or that might make them fall for them or make them in their lover or something. But that's not the case. Women cannot be won by lustful acts. An outsider is not won by mere affection. Mere affection in the sense, this also we can see. In world we see different groups, different religious groups, different caste groups, different ideology groups. uh, if one wants to win over them or pursue them, it is not possible to win over them by just affection, mere affection. uh, that is one thing being said. So this is also something that we are, and even in history also we get to see ki, for example, uh, Mahatma Gandhi, for example, he tried to please Jinnah for not going for partition, but that could not happen. Jinnah is someone who could not feel this nation as one. He wanted it to be separate. So it's like that. Here, Jinnah becomes an outsider because he cannot feel the oneness of the nation. And thirst is not conquered by drinking wine. So this is like an analogy being given to these things. Okay. To conquer sleepiness, we cannot. Wrong method is going for more sleep. That won't work. Winning a woman's heart, it cannot be won by lustful acts. Managing a subordinate uh, or an outsider, again, mere affection. Mere affection, they're not saying ki only affection, mere affection. There should be more than just affection. There should be kind of clear boundaries, all that should be there. Quenching thirst by drinking wine, it's not possible. So the strategy is like which fallacy from, okay, to pay off his credit card debt, a person takes out another high interest loan. Yeah, again, this is something again people do, paying credit card, taking money debt from credit cards and then paying it from again another credit card. This is something that people do, and it will only increase the interest over time. It will only increase what needs to be paid. So this is like trying to quench thirst by wine. A personal audit you can try, identify a recurring problem in your life and analyze your approach to it. So sometimes approaches are like this. There is a problem or there is some kind of gap we need to fill. And to fill that gap, we create another gap somewhere else uh, without being aware of it. Ki, okay, there is another gap being filled. It is like a loop only. It's like lying, for example. If you have said lie, to cover that lie, you will have to tell another lie. To cover this lie, you will have to tell another lie. So that keeps on going. Same with violence. If someone get into not just violence or any corrupt activities, if someone does corruption, let's say a government officer or someone, to hide that corrupt activity or to save themselves from that corruption, they'll have to uh, they'll have to do another corrupted activity, and again this turns into a loop. They will never be able to come out of it. So the main thing about this verse is you cannot win or win over something by doing a similar act or the same thing. You will have to go to the opposite. For example, if one has to win over tamas, they'll have to go for rajas. That, like, for laziness one should go with activity, not prolong laziness or satisfy laziness. You can try this to understand your own life, how it's going, and how you generally go about it if there is any problem, and what can be a better or more effective strategy. So there will be certain things which will be happening in loops, which seem to be like we feel like we are going in circles and it is never ending. So you can look out for such things and try to see what strategies you will go for. Anything you want to say, any kind of any example you want to give which appears to be like a loop or a recurring problem? Okay, okay, we'll go for the next one. You can think about such problems. Okay, next we have samsarai sam samamsai bhojanai snigdhair madhye gandha vilepanai वस्त्रैर् मनोरमैर् माल्यै कामः स्त्रीषु विजृम्भते. Okay, this is about again woman's nature. This is what is being said. This is something you all can think about and judge and also have your own opinions about it and look for your own life's experiences. How is it? Does it align with the verse? Or why this such a thing might have been said? Through fragrant food, various wines, drinks, wines, alcohol also, madhya, yeah, that is said. Alcohol comes in. Beautiful and attractive clothes and fine garlands, or this can be taken as perfumes also. With these, the feeling of desire awakens in a woman. Okay, this lesson can be taken in a multiple ways. This is something that is being taught. This is explaining some kind of a fundamental nature of a woman. How one can make a woman desirous of them or awaken desire in them. This is something a householder, someone who is in love or who is in marriage, can use. So usually, what happens? Ki, even in marriage also, people take their partners as granted. They don't present themselves in a way that arises that makes them desirous. They think, okay, we are married anyway, so she's my partner. I don't need to dress up or I don't need to present myself in a nice way to make her desirous of me. So that kind of approach is there. That's not really a good way to present yourself to your partner. This is something that comes in even Kama Sutra also. So it's always better if for different activities there will be different attire, different ways to approach, and for activities that involve desires, you can try being attractive by following these things, by having attractive clothes, perfumes, good food, and maybe alcohol. If you're not into alcohol, it can be nice drinks also. So it's like some nice dating plan. Okay, elements of desire. So that's what it is talking about. These are the things. It's not just since this teaching is for a king and who's it is male centric. It is talking about woman. However, this can be taken for men also. Even for men, if woman wants to awaken desire or make them fall in love or show that they care for them, they can present themselves in a beautiful way, not like taking people for granted and being around just like that without uh, showing much effort. Four things: fragrant food, perfumes, attractive clothes, garlands. Again, this can also come into perfumes or flowers also people can use. Flowers are said to be something that awakens desire. Okay, what is the underlying principle that connects all four of these elements? Yeah, so what is it like? What do you think the answer is for this question? That's something common to them. Kumarji, you want to answer this? Or Yaminiji, you can try.
Uh, should it be B?
Yeah, B. Yes, they all appeal to the senses and create an atmosphere of pleasure and beauty. And even more than that, it creates an atmosphere of a sense of security also. Security in the sense we naturally feel secure when we are in a beautiful setting, when we are all fulfilled. That makes us feel uh, feel secure. That leads to express oneself more honestly. So that is also one reason. Yes, it all appeals to senses. Pleasure or desire is a thing about senses. So if when dealing with senses, when trying to please the senses, these are the methods. Yeah. Okay. Huh. This is for aesthetics. Yeah, it's about aesthetics. Okay. This is for self-analysis. How important is a well-prepared, flavorful meal to your sense of well-being and connection? Yes. What is your priority in this? Yamini ji, Kumar ji.
I would say three.
Three. Okay. How much do pleasant scents, such as perfumes, candles, nature, affect your mood and atmosphere?
Again, I would say three.
Okay. How important is it for you and your partner to dress well to feel attractive?
I would say four.
Okay. How much do you appreciate beautiful surroundings like flowers, art, decor in creating a romantic mood?
Four.
Okay. So this is about appreciating the aesthetics of the surroundings. To gift yourself a beautiful place, beautiful food, and beautiful fragrances, all that. Yes. Okay, so you can use this aesthetic map to see where you can improve or what what you can cultivate to bring more to your surroundings. It's not just about awakening desire alone. It's about presenting the world for your own self in the best possible way. It's like pleasing your own inner purusha, that the consciousness that is residing in you. It's like in one way, it's like puja itself. When we have to worship devatas, we do so much, right? We put flowers, we bring very tasty food, and we light diya, we put the fragrance, dhupam also we put. All that we do, we also give nice clothes to the devata. So it's like that. The respect is not just external. It is to the divine that is residing within yourself. Okay. The next one. Hmm. Next. ब्रह्मचर्ये अपि वक्तव्यं प्राप्तं मन्मथ चेष्टितं यद्यं हि पुरुषं दृष्ट्वा योनिः प्रक्लिघते स्त्रियाः. Okay. Again, something related to nature of women uh, and also men. In the state of celibacy, desires arises in a man. So if someone is practicing celibacy for a long time, if they are not into yoga or in a way in activities which can channel that energy into something creative, uh, there is a high possibility that they are full of desire, or desire in the sense it's karma we are talking about. And for a woman, an attractive person, it is being said to be something that makes them desirous of them. So these are the two things. So suppressing desires or these things will only make them someday erupt. So that's why, that is also, I don't know, I in my understanding I feel that might be one of the reason why people in olden days used to marry, have these child marriages and all, so that when they get into their teens, or or when they get into the age that when they have to reproduce, they don't have to wander here and there for looking for a life partner, they'll have someone already. But still, that is not to justify child marriages. I'm just trying to understand. So, this is what is being said. Okay, in a man, the restraint or celibacy, brahmacharya, can intensify the mind's focus on very thing being suppressed. It becomes a purely integral and mental trigger. In a woman, hmm, an attractive person triggers a direct physiological response. This is an external visual trigger based on aesthetics. Okay.